Greetings, fellow beings. Ho ho! Wow, it's June 27th. It's a terrific Tuesday, and I have an announcement to make because there is a special member stream on Midnight's Edge today. I'm going to be preempting the Tuesday Tirade entertainment talk show with Tom from Midnight's Edge and Midnight's Edge After Dark because it's not going to work. So I have to actually take that off the calendar. I'm going to do that as quickly as I possibly can. I want to say thanks to each and every one of you that have arrived here today. For those of you watching on Twitter, hello. Hello to those of you on Rumble, and for those of you on Odysee, thanks for being here. We are officially live. We've got so much to talk about. I'm very, very proud of the video that we released today. 3,000 views before I was even awake. Grant really put one together today, and I have to say, thank you, Grant. You are amazing. And yeah, we're going to keep at it. Of course, there's still going to be the H-Cast, which is going to be a few hours after this show, of course. But hopefully, if you're a member of Midnight's Edge, you will get a chance to check out the membership stream over there today. I'm very excited about that. So yeah, from here, you will be automatically shunted over to tomorrow's 6-Minute Daily. And with that, let's say hello to each and every one of you. We got Agent Atwood over in the Rumble chat. Good to see you, my friend. Atwood is everywhere. We got Weatherman here. There's Liger Fan, of course. We got Captain Fandom Nerd. There's SFX314. Sabretooth Raptor. I'm glad the storms were not as bad as what Loki went through. Holy cow. Griffin is here with today's update. In 1949, Captain Video and his Video Rangers debuted on Dumont TV. It's considered the first sci-fi television show. That's fantastic. Well done. Let's see who else dropped in early on. Oh, Blackie is here. Good to see you, Blackie. The lovely Sherry. Greetings, dear. Good to see you as well. We've got Katsith saying hello. Hello, indeed. Josiah Robinson is joining us, of course. Looks like a few other folks are firing away. Let's see. Oh, there's the Batcap. What's up, Batcap? Good morning, Culture Club. Addicted to Markle hatred, so CC just went up in her book. Thank you. Yeah, yeah, that's a good video too, man. We're on fire today. Hopefully, you guys have seen both videos. I think I'm making friends, or maybe not friends. I just appreciated all the great subscribers, all of you out there. Joseph Dredd's out there. Morgan King is out there. Professor Haitian is out there. He thought my thumbnail was clickbaity. I don't think so. I didn't say. I just Zuck. It's a short. It's an abbreviation. It's fine. You clicked on it, didn't you? So excited. There's Fat Elvis. What's up? He smashed that thumb. You should too. That means the like button, everybody, or the fire button, or whatever the magical thing is, wherever you is. For those of you on Twitter, hello again. Let's see. The Common Nerd is out there in the world. We've got a few other folks like Schmilix. That's one of the great critters here on the channel. Looks like a few other folks rolled in the door. Got Scott Cook. What's up, Scott? There's Vince. What's up, Vince Womack? Lots of support from Vince. Appreciate that. Low Spec Linux laptop in the chat as well. Shrap 3D is here. What's up, Shrap? Oh, I almost forgot. We're going to have a little bit of bonus time. Not a lot, but some. We're going to have some bonus time today. I don't know what you guys want to talk about. I think I'm going to leave it open forum for y'all. Dad Man Walking 55 is here. What's up, Dad Man? Great to see you, my friend. Let's see. I think I said hi to Black Saber already. If not, hey, Black Saber. Spaceship Vampire. There's the greatest squirrel, Cosmic Squirrel. Checking in from the cosmos. We've got our good friend Atwood over here as well. There's the amazing Grim. And Six says, no. Why no? Corbin Dallas. What's up? Max is like, Max, gift me a membership to Midnight's Edge. Well, there you go. Let's see. I think I got to do a show now. Dearest is here. What's up, Dearest? Look at all these wonderful beings. I am so blessed. Little Chad is here. Commander Ed Straker Shadow is here. There's Hex Allen Comics. What's going on? We got Keck44. What's up? The amazing Jim Watari. What's up, Jim? And Biggles. Sorry, Biggles Mets. All right, guys, here we go. Hey, Dempsey. Tina Guzman. Good morning. Deliato. Maestro Chi. Jeremy Turner. David Glenn. Peter Graves. Darius Munchausen. A Tipping Barn. Hello. Sci-Fi for Me TV. DJ Ronnie G. All right, everybody. 6 minutes starts now. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, wherever you are, whenever you're watching. Thanks for checking out the 6 Minute Daily. We've got a lot to talk about, not a lot of time to do it in. I think there's somewhere between 14 and 16 stories, plus a little bit of bonus time afterwards. The clock is ticking right down there, so we've got to get to it. We're going to start here in the dismal Disneyland. Well, dismal land of Disney. I don't know. You figure it out. But Ron DeSantis is seeking a dismissal of a Disney lawsuit that he basically was kind of fluffy to begin with. It's more of a nuisance suit is how they would usually be described, where they're going after him. He's not the right person to be going after. So he's basically saying, you can't come after me for this. This was done at a legislative level, not at mine. And I want to say thanks to DJ Ronnie G for becoming a member of the channel in real time. We've got our good buddy. Wait a minute. He's not really a good buddy. This guy's somewhat problematic, to be nice about it, but Mike Fleiss is going to have to be credited forever on the Bachelorette, because despite an HR investigation of which nothing really was revealed, his name's always going to appear in the credits as created by on this show in perpetuity. Sorry, Warner, no win here. Admiral Teague, what's going on? We've got Josh Gad sharing an update about Rick Moranis and his project to reboot Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. It's dead, Jim. No, it is. It's totally dead. This thing is not moving forward. They've lost sight of the ability to make it. Josh is trying to get you to encourage Disney to make this happen. I don't want anything to do with anything Josh Gad is involved with anymore. Too much ideology and agenda insert in anything he does now. If you want to, you can stay in the real Barbie dream house. That's right. They actually built one in Malibu. It's going to be an Airbnb. And I would walk around that with a headache. And I don't care how much Pepto-Bismol you've got, it's going to give you a messed up stomach. But you could do it if you wanted to. Bill Maher actually went out on a limb, and he's been doing this more and more frequently. Now, I don't agree with most of his positions, but sometimes he speaks towards the libertarian in me. And while I don't talk about my particular politics very often, he did interview RFK Jr., in a way that I think it's going to frustrate a lot of people in the mainstream. Maher's been bucking the bit lately and spitting it out. We'll see if he continues to have a show on HBO, although he's a huge draw. Speaking of a huge draw, Paramount Plus is actually purged inside Amy Schumer. That's right. She wasn't a huge draw. She's a huge, but not a huge draw. And there's other things that they got rid of, like fantasy football, some Nickelodeon stuff. I mean, everybody's purging it. It's the great way to write yourself out of a lot of really problematic content that everybody can point to as woke. Speaking of that, it's almost time for folks to resume paying their student loans. There are a lot of people who were taking advantage of, the taxpayer. No more. If you don't pay this back, you could be in an awful lot of trouble. And those payments start again really, really soon. Lots of things happen during the course of the 3-year lockdown, the suspension of your rights. The Supreme Court actually just dismissed a case involving the Trump hotel lease because of how it was utilized by President Trump during the course of his presidency. Amazon wants to have small businesses help it make deliveries. This is a program that they're launching in which they'll actually pay small businesses to complete last mile deliveries. So the drivers are going to deliver the packages to a location, a brick and mortar location of a small business, and then that small business will have somebody that goes out and does the last mile delivery. It can make a lot of sense, especially in rural areas and perhaps cities where, you could do all those deliveries on a bicycle. But I think it's going to lead to a lot of theft. We'll see how that works out for Amazon. TikTok COO booked it. out of here after 5 years at that corporate C-suite level, realizes that cat's out of the bag and they're in a lot of trouble. So, well, time to run away and take your stock earnings with you. New York City drivers are going to have to pay extra tolls as part of an effort to reduce congestion. No, it's a green agenda item. Doesn't have anything to do with congestion. And you just imagine this, your taxi rides are going to start costing exorbitantly more. And it's not like the roads in New York are great, because they're not. Speaking of not great, hackers have stolen personal data from thousands of pilot applicants for both American and Southwest Airlines. That's bonkers. I wonder if they're trying to hunt down the people that may or may not have been inclined to take an experimental medical thing. I don't know. We'll see. Congressional report says that there's an extremely high risk for Temu's and another chain, Shein, their supply chain. Why? Well, because they employ forced labor. That's a fancy way of saying slave. And it's not news, and it's not hidden, and there's a lot of people mad about it. And finally, dolphin moms actually use baby talk to call their young. Seriously, they have a different conversational style with their youngling in the water as it's growing up, just like we humans do. That's amazing, isn't it? Pretty cool stuff. And thank you, LBRT, a library token in the house on Odysee. There's Vince Womack over there as well. And I just want to say thanks to all of you, whether it's be Twitter, YouTube, Rumble, or Odysee. I appreciate your support. Be sure to take care of yourself. Take care of others. Wash your hands, of course, because it's good hygiene. And until next time, bye!
Thanks for visiting today. Be sure you're subscribed and hit that for alerts.
Yay!
Of course, like and share all of the videos that you can, as it helps with the algorithm. Have a great day.
Interestingly enough, we still have some bonus time, so we're not quite out of here just yet. It is Tuesday after all. So I'm going to kind of open the phones to a couple of y'all, and if you throw out a subject that I'm interested in spending a few minutes on with you, we'll do it. I'm sure I'll be interested. You guys are all brilliant beings. And then, of course, I'm going to head over and hang out, if I can, with Midnight's Edge crew for their member stream. If you are a member, if you're not a member, go become a member. If you're a member over there, you should have access to that via the community tab. And support alt tech, folks. I am a huge proponent of streaming to Twitter, streaming to Odysee, streaming to Rumble. I've been on Odysee for a very, very long time. I think you can find more videos of me on Odysee than you can on YouTube. And with that, we're going to dive on over into a bonus time. Here we go. I'm here. I'm coughing. All right. My allergies are crazy today. I don't know what's going on. Sip of coffee for the working man. All right. Woo! What are you guys going to talk about? I got a story coming out, a video about Barbie, so I'm not going to dive into that one. I'm pretty irritated, to be fair. That one's going to be fire for tomorrow. Yeah, we also have, I'm going to be appearing over on The Bunker 1 hour from now. So you will see me over there in an hour. You'll see me on Midnight's Edge for a little bit sooner than that, maybe, possibly, or maybe a little after that. We'll see. And then we've got, man, I'm busy today. But of course, I am suspending the Tuesday Tirade Entertainment Talk Show. I'm going to have to do that in real time while we were talking. That's going to have to move to next Tuesday, because I can't run over all these other performances here. So, but you guys, I have to say, I really do appreciate the support. We've been growing by leaps and bounds. For those of you who are here for the first time, we're on our march to 10K by the end of the summer. I was hoping for the middle of July. Maybe that's still possible. We'll have to see. But I'm stoked. I'm prepared. I'm ready. And I'm very thankful to all of you for making that possible. We are growing. Yes, 6, I haven't updated the credits yet. I'm very sorry. I will get right on top of that. You deserve your acknowledgement in being one of the high rollers. By the way, great high roller stream the other day. Fantastic. Photo Ninjas. Oh, I got it. 587 says, let's talk about extreme mouth pain. That sucks. Yeah, I mean, anytime you have your, what do you call it? Wisdom teeth pulled or anything like that, dental work is just brutal. Not a huge fan. Hey, what's up, BLT? Good to see you. Darius Munchausen sends us a super sticker. It's a super sticker. I appreciate that. We got a clip for that, I think. Let's see. I do. And thank you, Darius Munchausen, for the cup of coffee. Appreciate it.
You get to give money to a organization that sends food to children in other countries. You could have given $3 to a bum on the street. But instead you decided to give $3 to the guy that looks like a bum. Thank you for your generosity.
There you go. Thank you, Darius. Appreciate it. Let's see. How about a sneak peek of the eagle culture? Okay, here, let me. I'm gonna take down a button. There you go. See, got a little bit of chest hair there. We're growing and showing. That's right. Nearsighted Cyclops is in the house. Great to see you. Oh yeah, man. I understand when you need meds. Believe me, I get it. Oh, surgery? Icky. I'm not a huge fan of dental work, man. Yeah, super sucks. Yeah, Floral's out there. I got a new one. I got a new super chat clip. I haven't figured out what it's going to be when I'm going to use it, but it's a little risque. It's a little risque, courtesy of Wilton. So, yeah, we'll see how that works out. Yeah, allergies are bonkers. You know what, Rambam 3000, we can do that. We can do a little bit of news items here as long as we don't dive into the politics of it all. But yeah, there was that weird move by the private military organization or private military corporation, which is what they are, PMCs, of the Wagner group, right? And for whatever reason, they thought that there was something that was done that was being done needlessly, risking the lives of their personnel, and felt like it was done willfully. So they decided to turn around and head towards the interior of the country. Nobody stopped them. Before they got within 200 miles, everything was okay again, and they stopped. If that was a coup, then it was done with pillows and blankets, and I think they set up a lot of blanket forts along the way. I really don't understand it. Everybody seemed to be fine, and I don't know what to say about any of that. Other than it wasn't what people said it was, and it never was, and I don't think it ever was. I think it was interesting. It hasn't changed the allegiances of that group, though, or it hasn't changed the situation on the ground. So, what was it exactly? I don't know. Yeah, charges have been dropped here. So there you go. So it was really a much ado about nothing. Perhaps it was an operation to see just how much intelligence would be gathered by misleading the other side of the equation. I don't know. TJ Runny G. So they didn't cross the Rubicon. Well, they definitely didn't cross into Moscow. So there you are. Yeah, it was really weird, to say the least. Jared Markham says, what are the chances the entertainment industry tells BlackRock to take a hike? That's a good question, Jared. Very little. The problem is that the modern entertainment industry itself is vertically integrated and incredibly diversified. So they aren't just inside of, the regular media stuff. They do so many more things. They've branched beyond simple entertainment enterprises into merchandise, into travel, into theme parks, of course, if you're looking specifically at Disney and Universal. They're just broader now. So it's a completely different kettle of fish. I mean, it's a strange thing because, you know, you have a giant parent company that controls maybe multiple media empires. And you have some very poor management and leadership when it comes to all of that. But you can't really tell BlackRock to take a hike. They're going to exert their influence through the boards of directors, and things like that, which is exactly what happened over at Disney. And interestingly enough, the forced labor loving Nike ended up, you know, passing over their former leader to Disney as a chairman of the board. So that's not a good sign. BlackRock is obviously incredibly corrupt. They take your retirement money and sprinkle it full of their hopes and dreams, not yours. They're essentially have abandoned and should be prosecuted for not fulfilling the fiduciary duty that's required to shareholders, favoring instead a very socialist version of capitalism called stakeholders, which again is not an expansion or in support of obviously profit or the duties required by a corporation. So back to that, the fundamentals here are that I think Disney's going to try to pull back, much like BlackRock had their leader come forward, Mr. Fink, and he is a Fink, the Fink man. The Fink man came out there and said that they were not going to use the terminology ESG. Well, because it's been exposed for exactly what it is. It's a corporate social governance score, just like what they're trying to impose on each and every one of us, which is why a purely digital currency here in the States is not a good idea, because then you'll be controlled from the ground up and you won't be allowed to buy things. Your money will be no good here. They may be able to take you and strip you of all your money. I wouldn't want to be involved in that. Plus, has government ever done anything that hasn't been a colossal failure? Very few things. And when you get the digital stuff that can be easily hacked, I mean, we're already dealing with security problems in all of our federal agencies right now. You think that they would be able to keep the money secure? And then you do eliminate a lot of the printing responsibilities, but at least there was something somewhat physical that could represent a future that couldn't be, tracked down to the penny. I don't think you need to be tracked at all. I think that the tracking is a sign of not a free society. But there's my thoughts on that. So it is what it is. I don't think if anybody could do it, it would have to be a largely private entity, and there just aren't very many of those. I mean, the minute you end up with corporate money, and I have a video coming out about that today, I think, talking specifically about the fact, or maybe it's tomorrow, talking specifically about the fact that once you let these wolves in the door, you've got real problems. Yeah, a lot of people think it was a psyop, the coup thing. Why are you wearing makeup? I'm not. You think I'm wearing makeup? I'm not wearing makeup. I don't wear makeup. Now, some people have to because they've been severely burned or something, but I don't. Some people have to wear makeup to make themselves prettier. I don't need to do that. I'm not going to be on stage, not under some harsh lights, so it is what it is. But that's a good inquiry, Paulie. Thanks for saying that. I'm just this handsome, to be fair. Yeah, they're going to try to rebrand ESG and DEI. It's not going to work. We already know what they are. We know what they are. Pinochet's helicopter tours for $5 says what probably everybody's thinking. It wasn't a coup. They moved units from Belarus to within miles of Kiev while everyone watched march to Moscow. I should do a podcast on insurgency. Well, there you go. That might be fun. And very interesting. There's a lot of very strange things happening afoot at the Circle K. Things that they don't want you to know. Lots of stuff not being reported. But I appreciate that. And you know what? You're going to be my test subject for this clip. Let's see if everybody likes it. Thank you, Pinochet.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for exposing how much you love Culture Casino.
There we go. You guys are great. So what did you think? Is that a keeper? You gonna keep that one? I think it's fun. It's funny. Some people think everything's a psyop these days. Yeah. I don't buy into a lot of that stuff. There's a lot of things that are done willfully, and there's a lot of things done just because. Not everything's a psyop. What's up, Set Like Gaming? Good to see you. El Guapo. Why are your articles always so dark in your dailies? Well, I use something called what's the plugin called? It's so it's easier for me to read. It's called dark mode. And you can adjust the brightness. Is it too dark or is it just dark? I like that. I'm not a big fan of like bright white in my face from the screen, so that's why I use it. Also, it reduces glare substantially. I mean, right now the window I'm in is like all dark mode, and StreamYard doesn't have that ability, so I'm able to actually do that. Same thing for everything that's on the screen right now. It's all in dark mode because I already have enough lights on me. Let's just put it that way. Latino Slances for $2. Oh man, that's offensive. I mean, he's going to cancel me. Says Wapaton. Wapaton. I don't know what that is. But thanks for the $2, brother.
Wow. See why only the $2? Huh.
Thanks for your support, man. I do appreciate it. Dark mode. Dark mode. A lot of people like that clip. All right, I'm going to keep that one. Wilton is great. Yep. Puppetry of the hot dog, says Yeknomino. Indeed. Well, now. That's right. No. You guys are wonderful. Wonderful. Dark mode forever. There you go. Not dark mode. I mean, the brightness of your articles are always too dark. Oh, I can turn that up. Hang on. Let me adjust it real quickie. I can do a quickie. What is happening right now? Wow, now I'm brighter. Wow, that's really bright. Anyway, it adjusts everything for me. So, I used to have a better one that would adjust contrast and things like that, and that thing went public, and then they wanted a lot of money for it, and I'm like, I like that accessibility ratio. So, oh, here we go from O2 Cast TV. Give me pizza or give me death. That sounds good. I like that. I need to make a skit out of that. Captain Phantom Nerd's not doing his show for the same reason I'm not doing the Tuesday tirade. You've got the Midnight's Edge member stream coming up. So if you are a member, go over to Midnight's Edge, check the community tab, jump in. If you're not a member of Midnight's Edge, become a member. It's pretty easy. Just click the button, join. So. Barney Fife is here. Barney Fife's been watching all the videos, giving me lots of laughing phases. There are things to laugh at. So you guys, a lot of you had this really weird response to my CNN video. I think it was pretty good. I don't know. We got a lot of weird stuff happening in entertainment right now. The strike thing is never going away. Well, okay, it is, but it's likely going to continue on through the summer. I guess the actors have had productive talks, but we haven't heard anything more than that. And if I was curious, I would, reach out to Paulie and find out. Paulie and I need to start to get back together maybe on Thursday so I can begin my body rehab in case I have to take my shirt off when I get to 10K. We'll see. trying to find articles to talk about. I guess the one that I found the most interesting today was what Paramount did. You're going to see these purges happen all the time now. These companies don't like being exposed for what they've put out there. This Amy Schumer thing was god awful, and she's not exactly the greatest human being in the world. I mean, in my opinion, she's got some terrible takes, and I'm often not very critical of people individually, but she just, for whatever reason, draws just enough of my ire that I'm like, you are not a good human. I used to like her a lot. I used to think she was pretty talented. I don't anymore. But anyway, so yeah, she's part of the cancellations here. So yeah, Inside Amy Schumer returned to Paramount Plus after 6 years for its 5th season. A season that Paramount was hoping it could score an Emmy nomination to compete against the like of SNL, et cetera, et cetera. However, Emmy voters hoping to make the last minute thing were disappointed, yada, yada. So it's purging a phalanx of programming today, including a number of original series and movies. So bye-bye. Yeah, of course, we talked about, Rise of the Pink Ladies, the Star Trek Prodigy, The Game, Queen of the Universe, all of that. But there's a lot of these things that are just peace out. And I like the use of the word phalanx. You don't often see that in articles anymore. I don't know. But I feel like there's a reason why these things are being canceled. It's because nobody's watching them. They cost too much money, et cetera, et cetera. It's been a rough day, right, Six, to find good stories out there? It's very odd. Time Prophet is suggesting I get together with Latino Slant to give him some makeup tips. Okay. I should probably do that as a channel, right? Culture's Makeup Daily. I don't know. Irate Specialist for $1.99. How can we get you to keep your shirt on? Well, I tell you what. If I can go from 10,000 to 15,000 inside of like the week that it takes me to put together a stream like that, a celebration stream, then yeah, we'll skip right over that. She did steal material from Mad TV. She's not an original comic. Not at all. Q2 Cast TV says the thing that, well, we had investigations on this. Why they didn't go anywhere, I don't know. But Taylor Swift tickets for $1,200. Yeah, there's a real problem there. Live Nation needs to be taken out to the woodshed for sure. Send me a link to my Twitter. Thank you, Six. Thank you, Six. Thank you, Six, saying, ooh. Ah, all right. We're going to go here in real time. Six found something to talk about. Let's give it something to talk about. Round, round, get around. I get around, you get around. Perfect. Thank you, Six. Da, 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 da. Six to the rescue. Yay. I imagine we'll talk about this on the member stream. But let's take a real quick look. We got From Mario to The Flash, the good, the bad, and the meh of 2023 box office so far. I think this is funny because I think they've already identified that there's only a handful of films that'll be good this year that'll actually draw something. So there are things to celebrate, like the Mario Brothers movie and Guardians of the Galaxy. Although I would argue we still don't know if that has made, wow, that was weird. If that has made money yet. It was supposedly costed well more than the announced budget. And Gunn was on record saying that he would have spent $500 million on making the last film. But there you are. Yeah, movies like Cocaine Bear, Scream, 6, and Evil Dead Rise were solid mid-budget performances. I agree with that, although Cocaine Bear could have been better. Evil Dead Rise was disappointing to me. I actually didn't do a review on it, but I felt like it was Chick Reboot, the sequel. Anyway. Overall domestic box office is $4.35 billion, which is 20.7% over where it was. But the problem is that inflation has been so high, what was the actual gain? See, this is the problem with these numbers when you look at them. If you're not looking at the bigger picture, like the average ticket cost, the increase in the number of premium large format screens, and the inflationary pressures, then you're not looking at the whole picture. So I think Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1 is going to perform very, very well. That's coming up here after Indiana Jones and the Failure of Destiny. And this Barbie film, I think, may have just knocked itself down at least $100 or $200 million in performance because of their focus on identity politics, which I'm making a video about right now. Yeah, there is not going to be a Flash 2. And you're not going to get Ari Aster's Beau is Afraid. I think you're not going to get a whole lot of stuff going forward. So they break it down by the great, the bad, and the ugly, I guess. I don't know. But anyway, so you're looking at $146 million opening weekend for Super Mario Brothers. When was the last time we saw that number on an open? It's been a while. Right now it's sitting at $100.33 billion. So I think it did pretty well. Guardians, not so much. $118 million open with an $827 million global performance to date. It's still in theaters, by the way. They really want this to get to $1 billion. It's going to be like the rinse of soybeans, and it's going to sit in theaters until it does. I'm afraid Disney's just going to leave it there. You ended up with a big opening weekend for this animated feature, Across the Spider-Verse, which I think costs less than $100 million. Opened for 120 and is now sitting at a little over $500 million, $560 million. This is a surprising performance to me, but adjusted for inflation, it's right on par with the previous film. So there you are. John Wick Chapter 4, $73 million open, $427 million performance, so it did make money. We had opening weekend for Creed 3, 58 million, global 275. That one, you can argue about whether it made money or not. I think it did. I think it made about $75 million, but I don't know. Kind of disappeared, didn't it? Jesus Revolution was a huge success. $15.8 million on the opening weekend, 52 million overall. Yeah, here's the blah. 67 million Fast X, 689 million global. I think the domestic opening weekend was the thing that hurt them the most. Even though I went to see it, I probably won't see the next two Fast films. Dungeons and Dragons: Honor Among Thieves was hot garbage. $37 million opening weekend, $208 million global performance. This film lost at least $100 million, probably closer to $150 million in performance. Little Mermaid live action version open to a very soft $95 million and is sitting at $503 million. Arguably, this thing is a flop. It's underwater to the tune of wow, over $100 million, we'll say. Air, $14.4 million, current global 89. Didn't really stick around in theaters long enough for people to get a chance to see it. It cost $90 million to make, so I think it's a bad move on Amazon's part, but at least they're getting into the theaters. This thing, colossal flop. Are you there, God? It's me, Margaret. Yeah, this is bad. $21 million gross. Oof. Cost them $30 million to make. Colossal failure. And then the ugly. $55 million opening weekend, 210 to date. This thing was close to $300 million. They're lying here. $200 million to make, try again. Roughly $100 million to market, try again. These numbers are very misleading. Ant-Man and Wasp Quantumania, $106 million open, $467 million gross. Terrible. Shazam, more terrible. 30 million, 133. Terrible. Book Club, terrible. Renfield, terrible. Unfairly so, to be fair. It cost $65 million to make. This probably cost them this was probably a huge, massive loss. Maybe this thing lost probably almost $200 million. Bo is afraid that thing is complete garbage. So there you are. Thank you, Six. I appreciate it. Hey, what's going on there, Hank B? We got to get going, though, because we are already encroaching on the start time for our buddies over at Midnight's Edge. They are 40 minutes out, and they have a lot of activity over there already. Jim Watari already gifted a sub. You're going to start seeing that happen in that stream. So you might want to check the community tab occasion with Midnight's Edge in case you are given a membership. Otherwise, just sign up. It's not if you can afford it. It's pretty cool. I might be there. Yeah, Renfield was a fine film. Didn't make money. I didn't rate it very highly, but there were many reasons for that. And what was really strange is it wasn't because of Awkwafina's performance. There was a screening yesterday of an yet-to-be-released movie. Well, there's a screening today that I'm not going to be able to make it to of Indiana Jones 5. I was going to try to get there today. I'm not going to make it. And I have not been offered a screener copy at this point, so I guess I'll be seeing it Thursday with everybody else. Spending $500 million to make a movie is insanity. Yes, Ram Bam 3000. Look, I mean, later after Midnight's Edge member stream, there will definitely be another stream after that, which will be Mr. H's Hcast. That's coming up in a while, about 3.5 hours from now. And that'll be a conversation I guarantee you we'll have is why films are in so much trouble because they're spending too much money. I'm going to head over to the bunker here shortly to hang out with my buddy Sci-Fi for Me TV. Are you still here, Jason? I think you sent me the thing. Am I supposed to be there now? That would be a problem. Yeah. Oh, and I'm coming up. I'm making a voice appearance in an XLR7 animated feature here in the near future. So you're definitely going to want to check out XRL7. My buddy Mike is doing a great job. Hey, Jason, promote your thing, bro. Culture Casino. Let's see how the next vampire movie does, called The Voyage of the Last Demeter. The Last Voyage of the Demeter. Yeah. I've seen that. This is a weird thing. So I've seen that trailer 3 different times and I've come away with 3 different impressions. And I think it was because of the mood of the film that I was about to see or the other trailers that were around it. I like the idea. But I don't know. I'm definitely going to see it because I like horror films, especially Dracula or vampire films. We'll just see how it goes. But it was obviously needlessly diverse. We'll see how that works out. We start in 40 minutes. All right, fair enough. Thank you, Jason. Appreciate that. So there you are. If you are not a member of Midnight's Edge and you are not in a position to make yourself one, go check out Sci-Fi for Me TV. We will be talking about stuff and things. I think I could be more specific, but I'm not good at specifics. Yeah. Actually, I'm pretty sure we're going to be talking about Indy 5, so I think that'll be good. Our launch point is a video from Price of Reason. Let me tell you, Price of Reason's video yesterday, spectacular. And I love his self-deprecating intro. Very cool. Price of Reason's a good follow everywhere, whether it be Twitter or the Tube. Big supporter of Price of Reason for a while. Culture Casino, if you were a vampire, would you get blood on your beard? Yeah, unfortunately. It's okay, it washes off. Like anything else. A little club soda. Oh, man, I got to go. All right, guys, we got to wrap this up. I need a little bit of time in between shows to actually record some videos. I want to appreciate everybody that's been out there today for the show. Thank you, Twitter. Thank you, Rumble. Thank you, Odysee. Thank you, YouTube. Thank you, Minds. Thank you, everywhere else I am. Thank all of you, especially my mods. My moderators are the bomb. And all of my supporters, I appreciate you. I'm going to end properly, like I always do, with the closing credits, which for some reason, oh, they're there. Ah, hello, closing credits. Hello. These are all the wonderful people that supported me through the last couple of weeks. I've got to update this once again, courtesy of wonderful new members and people upgrading like 6, and the wonderful gifts from Tender Warrior 68 and so many others that contribute memberships to the channel, like WG, every once in a while Captain Fandom Nerd, and many, many more. You guys are fantastic. But look at these names. JB. Those names are missing. I got to fill this up. I got to add this up. We got to get better. Yeah, 6. I've been working. You've seen me. Was I editing the credits? You'll be on there soon. I'm very sorry. Your standards are very high for me, and I appreciate it. You and the boss. On that note, have a great day, everybody.